Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Omion Emmanuel. I'm an architect and the owner of buildingcontractorsecrets.com. So, this channel, it's about all what I do, building construction, investment, blah, blah. But what I'm going to talk much about is the articles that I've written on building constructions, contractor secrets all the years, over 100 of them. We are going to be reviewing them on YouTube, on videos, and subsequently too, we are going to be having a lot of videos, new videos on practical. We are going to be having practical video on construction, so which will make you to even understand what we are doing better. And I can tell you, if you follow me, you will not regret it. A lot of people have called and they've really thanked me a lot for all the stuff I wrote on buildingcontractorsecrets.com, because that's helped a lot to build their house, to manage their house. Even while you are abroad, you're able to manage your building because of the knowledge that you acquire through the uh, blog. Now, we are now talking about video practical sessions now, seeing me demonstrating them live. That one will even make things to be better for you. But today we are going to look at how to supervise your building projects. To get a building constructed can be very easy if you follow these steps. Before you begin at all or planning to do anything, it's better you know what is involved on that thing. You must know what is involved, what you want to do. You know, there's a place in the Bible that says, if you want to, a man that wants to build, just take your time to plan, to see that yes, you can be able to finish. You check the cost. So there are stages in building construction that you must follow, and requirements of labor varies. But have it in your mind that anybody you bring to your site, work or not, they will be paid. Anybody that comes to your site, you know why you need to understand how to supervise your projects. You need to know, at least, if, not for big time projects, but even for big time projects, more. You need to know the numbers of people that should be on the site at a time. The task that is going to be committed to them, especially if you are not just giving everything to a contractor and say, okay, go and build the house for me. If you are the one monitoring the thing yourself, even if you give a contractor, you still need to follow up to understand the progress. So this one, assuming you are just doing it, uh, do do it yourself, as they may call it, DIY. You know, any labor, any laborer that comes to site, they will collect their full day money. They work, they don't work. And there are some work that have to wait for the other ones to get cured or finished. So you must know exactly the task each person that comes to sites are going to do, and is there a space or a job available for them at that time, so that you don't end up losing money. And if your first plan doesn't work, try another one. Now, a lot of books are out there advertising new innovations on building. You may be surprised to find out that what you need right now are right in those papers, and you have more opportunities of alternatives. In some of these papers, apart from the people you meet all over that can bring people to you online, there are advertisements, artisans, and professionals as well. The reputation of your professional or contractor, how honest is he? Can you point to any of the job that he has done before, or some the person recommending him, can he tell you one of the jobs he has done before? All these ones are very important as well. All these are very important. You must understand the kind of person you are giving job to. Can he really be able to deliver? Who can vouch for him? Uh, you can spy on his old jobs, or somebody can take you to where he has done something before. So whatever you estimate our economy is besieged by unending inflation, you will always be expected to spend more at the end of the day. So earmark 20% of the estimate for your building for exigencies. Though make sure you don't stretch your budget to the limit, or what is the essence of shelter if you don't have money to provide food for you and your family. So what I mean here, whatever they say the cost is, first know that you must have wastages, exigencies, side nuisance, as the case may be. A monile can come and disrupt the whole thing. Police, town planning officers, Lagos State Building Control Agency, blah blah can come. Issues that you didn't expect can come and mess up the day's job. You have to provide for exigencies. And I will advise 20%, though 10%, but I advise 20% to be on the safer side. It is important you approve your building plan because of future occurrences. The government can decide to turn your building to a road. What will you use to fight back or at least be paid compensation for your property? Yeah, you must approve your building. You know the reason why you need to approve your building. Number one is that government can wake up any day and say, yeah, that place we are going to use it for something that was not a mark for it before. Some land grabbers in the name of politicians can come up and want to take over your land. You have to be compensated. That is one. If you're a businessman, it's only the approved plan that can still serve as a document if you want to collect a loan in the bank, not just having a drawing or just having the building. You understand? You need the approved plan as a document to show that, okay, this thing belongs to you. You know, you and your contractor must have written agreements on a specific task is to perform, and also documents amount you pay him, and always getting signed under to confirm amount of money you have paid to him. This one is very important. You get your contractor, let him document the specific task, the material specifications, what he intends to do and what he's going to achieve. A door can cost 5,000 naira and another door can cost 10 million. So if you don't even have a QS or architect this specification that you are following, and you just say, okay, you need a door, guy can you can collect 1 million naira for a door, because yes, there are doors of 1 million naira, and can install a 5,000 naira door and they will serve the same purpose. Oh, though one will definitely last longer and do better, but they will still serve the same purpose. So all these things must be specified. The time to finish the job, the project will also be there. If there are issues, what are the conditions that will follow? Don't forget, inflations will come in. So if your contractor says this thing will cost 1 naira today, and that today you are unable to provide for it, and you are now coming up next 3 months bringing the same 1 naira, with inflation, you know your 1 naira is no longer going to work. So we have to consider all those things. You must be specific in material, in task, in time, you know. And if you feel what is charging is a bit on the high side, it's better you price low and find out how your bidding will reflect the amount of money you are paying. Though the cheapest price is not always the best, and the cheapest at the long run may end up being the costless. Very true. The safety of your workers on site is very important to avoid disaster. Let your contractor stipulate his health measures for his workers, especially in a large building. When you are not sure of a step you are about to take, please don't hesitate to ask the professionals before you embark on it. It may ruin your plans when you don't seek advice, and local contractors and professionals can be of immense benefit also when you need them at short notice. Remember, you are employing and creating a job by giving out your project to be managed by professional. Who may actually be your friend, but in this case, this is business and should be treated as such. So, anytime you are not convinced, ask the professional. seek advice, both local contractors, even from others. There's no big deal. You can seek advice. Anything that is true is open. Anything that is right, I mean, it's accessible to everybody. I mean, truth is truth anywhere. When purchasing materials, always go for the best quality and don't hesitate to ask for discounts. You will be shocked by the amount of money that will be returned to you. When your contractor is offering you a deal that is too sweet to your hearing and too generous to your purse, then you may be heading for disaster. Building work is not always as smooth sailing as some people will make you believe. Yeah. So, uh, if somebody is charging extremely low, when you consider different quotations, and you see one is so cheap, you have to be careful. Check the integrity, make sure the person is the right person. I'm not saying you can't get things cheap. I mean, somebody can do it cheap for you, probably because of the relationship or because the person needs money. But a lot of time, when you look for cheap things, this is why you have building collapse all over the place. You know, materials, buy quality materials. Even artisans know the quality ones. For the professional, employ your professional. Look for somebody that you can vouch for, that this person knows how to do it, not because somebody is saying he can do it. And meanwhile, it's just a scammer, you know. Meanwhile, he just probably went to a site with one or two persons before and is claiming he's an engineer. No, don't do that. Building work is not always as smooth sailing as some people will make you believe. You can also save cost unknowingly when you build the biggest possible site you can afford, as it will cost less if done at the initial stage rather than as extension later on, especially when you are sure of your capability. Good. This one is talking about you want to build three-bedroom bungalow, for instance. Probably there's no money and you want to move in quickly. Yes, you can just map out one bedroom and raise it up and cover it and parking. Maybe you're having issues with landlord, and later you begin to dig foundation and build the rest and attach to what you have already. It can be done. But what I'm saying is that if you have the money, rather than doing it piecemeal, start everything at once. The foundation at once. When you get to that one level, take your time, take the next level. It's actually going to be cheaper that way than when you are building in piecemeal. Just the days of Omonile. If you dig a foundation here, they'll come and collect money. If you dig another foundation in the same place, they'll still come again. You understand? So you can imagine all the things that are supposed to be in place because of one particular task. They must always come in place, and you must pay money, extra money, for whatever is done that day. Your workers, if a laborer is supposed to lay 500 blocks, okay, in a day, let's say 100, and he got to site, he was only able to lay 10 blocks. You pay him full day money. That's the rule. There's no need for being unnecessarily apprehensive to get your building completed very fast. Be patient to watch out for favorable weather when building, and also give room for waste management so that you don't end up having no space for your septic, refuse, and other waste. This one is clear. Don't be apprehensive. There's no need to rush and you mess the whole thing up. Then also, when you are planning your building on that plot, give room for other facility, external facilities, car park, children playground, overhead tank, borehole, solar, security, probably maybe shop or whatever. So there are so many things you need to think about. So don't be greedy to think, okay, let me just build the whole of my land. Mm-mm. There are other, what really gives a house value is when the other external facilities you have around that building is what gives houses value more. So if you don't have airspace, I mean, it won't be attractive to people that want to rent, assuming you are doing it for commercial purpose. You know, don't be attractive to them. Whatever kind of material you are purchasing, make sure they will be ready when you need them. And always make sure of the presence of services on the side before you purchase them. This is also very important. You know, where you keep your material is also important. Are they safe? You know, where you keep your material, the stores you created, or the neighbor's house, or where, or even the site itself. Maybe they are just like iron rods, they are just exposed to the elements. Are they safe there? Are the iron rod inside salty water? So many things you have to look at so that you don't compromise the integrity of your materials. You know, it's not advisable on your site. Make sure everyone is qualified for the job. Yeah, using an artisan to do the job of an architect or a professional is not advisable. Give everybody their own job. And don't allow any contractor to decide for you, because you are the boss, and pay only when the job is satisfactory. However, don't cut corners, because it will cost you more later. If you cut corners, you see, a professional is employed to actually help you save money, to help you ease the stress. So whatever the money that a professional is collecting is actually saving money for you. I have heard a lot of people say, architects, the house will be costly. No, the money you use in maintaining that house, in redoing what you are supposed to have done perfectly at once, you will spend far more. People have made a lot of mistakes, and they are regretting it because they didn't employ the architects, the engineer, the soil engineer, the builder, all those guys to do their work for them. And you can get the best quality of material, building materials in Nigeria. You don't need to go abroad for those, but don't accept poor quality, and both for material and workmanship of your job. So, supervising your projects is not really a difficult thing. You just, in one of the videos, I talk about building stages. The building stages. It's just to monitor what is going on. You can be abroad, and your contractor is sending the progress to you based on what is going on site, and you have an experience on what the building stages are supposed to be. you know there are a lot of other other videos that are coming, how to make some calculations, blog, blah blah blah. All those ones will be coming up too. So that's why you have to subscribe to this page, to this channel, this YouTube channel, and I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Thank you.